Oh, hello. Well, this is Mr. Burns. Smithers, get me my favorite podcast on the line, will you? Mouse and Weens.
Mouse and Weens, and a 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 mouse and Weens, and a
Start. Hey, there you are. Hi, everybody, and hi, Weens. We are Mouse and Weens. Woohoo! And it's December and snowy over here. I'm Mouse. I'm Joelle. I'm down in Idaho currently. But yeah, it does look like the same room I'm in. I'm in Mom's room. I'm in Idaho.
Yay!
Yippee. And there's Jules with a
Hi
tree.
there.
A tree is growing out of your head.
Ooh,
We're on
I've also
YouTube.
got Yes. This is what you're not supposed to do in the movie business. Let things grow out of people's heads. You've got a clock growing out of your head.
I know. Me.
Hey.
Yeah. It's called a merger.
All right. No more looking at ourselves, because that's when we don't concentrate. I'm going to turn you off. How's it going?
I'm so turned off. Gross.
Yeah.
You're my sister. We can't talk like that. It's good. You sound a little bit hot on your mic. Maybe it's a little tiny too close. It's good. Just when you got loud.
I'm going to do what you're doing. I like corn. Okay, so
Like we're
tell
eating
me
a
everything.
pot of corn. No, you tell me first. I'm so excited to talk to you. You've been so busy and secluding yourself into school world and editing world, but tell me everything.
That's it. School
Catch us
world
up.
editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. My life has gotten very small and focused, and anything that derails me from that path seems very difficult because I have a hard time staying on the path of focus. So
That's good.
that's it. Yeah.
And you finished
I
your
know.
first semester? Is it a semester or a quarter?
Yes.
Semester.
Semester of grad school. So
Woohoo.
it's done. My brain, it took 2 days after you guys left to just sit. I was staring at things a lot.
Really?
Just hanging out. And then now I can get back on and start doing editing. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that? This is still the documentary.
Yeah, well, they just picked it up again. It's been 6 months, so I'm trying to incorporate it into a class to get credit for a class to do this documentary. So I think I've managed to do that, and now I need to start shaping it a little to sell it as a social work project.
That's right, because your degree is in social work. So how do you make a documentary about dad's death and mystery and road tripping and psychology into that?
I know. I think you have to make it a little grief and loss focused and throw in a social worker saying something. And maybe
But that doesn't sound very peppy. I think it should have our fun brand on it too, right?
It's already got it. I don't know how to take that out. It's already zippy fun.
Yeah. We were quite zippy on our trip, but stay tuned, everybody.
You got to watch. Well, forget it. I won't show you now.
All
But
right.
There's some fun stuff.
Okay, maybe for Patreon.
Yay!
We can put it on our Patreon feed. Some behind the scenes movie.
Sister, now
Yes.
tell me, you left and now you're at Mom's with the whole family. What are you guys doing?
We are doing a lot of hunkering down. It is snowing right now. I wish I could show you, but I'll post some stills on our Instagram, social media.
Watch your peas. Watch your peas.
Hoppin'. I know. I don't have my thing. I'm rogue. Look at me. I'm holding a mic up. I don't have my pop stopper. Anyway.
Put Mom's, put one of her pantyhose over your mouth.
Panty. Is that your favorite word? Panty.
No, moist.
Can we not talk about Mom's moist panties here in Idaho?
Oh
So
my
gross.
God, Joelle. You're the sicko. I wasn't even thinking of that. God.
No, anyway, speaking of moist, there's a nice snow outside. We are in the middle of we went skiing yesterday in minus 10 degree weather. The family of 5. It was nuts. We went snowboarding and skiing in minus 10, everybody, minus 10. But luckily, we had the gear. We had our proper gaiters and balaclavas or baklavas. I don't know what to call them. The face cover-uppers. And we did it.
Baklava is the stuff you eat in
I
Persia.
know. I keep wanting to just rub baklava all over my face when I snowboard. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it was fun. I'm properly sore now this morning. Just having fun doing the traditional mom stuff here. And we're going to go to an ice castle, an ice palace. There's a local lake that has been cutting out cubes of ice and building a castle fort of some sort. And there's a slide and there's lights and there's like a sleigh ride and it's a whole musical and magical thing. You pay money and get to go. So we're going to try that tonight. Yeah.
Mom said there's crazy. Remember that Halloween experience she was talking about? Like Idaho, you could just go rogue, I think. So
yeah,
there was something where you go up to this lake, and she said it was like 2 miles of just in the woods, and people had set up like full haunted houses where you're riding along on a horse and someone's like coming and grabbing you and pulling you off and throwing you in a grave. And she said it was the most terrifying thing ever.
It's like the Blair Witch sleigh ride or something. That sounds really fun. Yeah, and it was supposed to be family friendly, but wasn't. Like people were bringing their kids. It was terrifying.
They were like
Idaho. Yeah, it's a special place out here. There's the real, like, mom lives in a really nice house with Denny, and she builds houses and it's all fancy, and she goes to fancy Christmas parties. But then she's like, yeah, but some people show up to the Christmas parties with like dirt under their nails and t-shirts and jeans and eating with their hands. It's like all types are here. So
a shotgun, a moose.
Yeah, I know.
It's fun.
Speaking of shotguns, where is the gun that's supposed to be in your window?
Oh, yeah. I think you took them, but yes, they left the house. So I'm staying with Joelle for a bit, temporarily, we'll say.
Yes.
And so there were bandits. Apparently there are Chilean bandits around your house, and they're doing smash and grabs. So they're like hiding in the woods in binoculars and stuff, right?
It really is like coyotes. We've had...
Did I just say in binoculars?
Hiding in binoculars?
Tiny little chilies.
Yeah, it's awful. We keep getting these notices on our next door, video cam, all the neighbors talking to each other and showing a lot of guys that cruise through people's yards at night holding hammers and stuff. And if a motion light comes on or an outdoor camera, they see an outdoor camera, they just keep on moving through the yard and they don't stop. But I guess homes that don't have motion lights or cameras, they will figure out if the people have left for the holiday. They sit out on the trails. They've learned all the back trail systems of our neighborhood with binoculars, and they tell their buddies, okay, they've gone to dinner, now's the time. And they run up and they'll smash through a back sliding glass door and run in and grab jewelry or purses or whatever. I don't know, electronics. I don't know what they're looking for. And it's a thing. And so we all have to be...
They're nice guys enough to wait until people are gone and then just grab it and go. I'm worried about the guys coming in and trying to have Christmas dinner with me.
All tied up with a telephone cord. Yeah.
Joelle.
What? I'm
that
kidding.
happened in your house before.
I know.
Previously. So it's
house
like
that was there before, but it burned down. That was old memories. Won't happen again.
Old memories. Let's hope that. Anyway, so they leave on vacation. There's this the El Salvadorian bandits are around.
Or Chilean.
I'm
We're
here
not sure.
alone. Okay. Well, that's what. Yeah. So apparently there are gangs of these guys, and I'm left alone in this house, and the alarm doesn't work or something, and I don't want to be saying this. Now people are going to know, except for
we'll be home by the time this airs. We'll be there to protect you.
Good.
Dave with his great baseball bat, who's no help. But,
yeah, he sleeps through it all.
Yeah.
But Joelle's big idea was she put a bunch of shotguns in the window and says, here, that'll scare the bandits away. They'll see that you're serious. And I look, and they all have like Red Ryder They're BB guns. And you had like the Red Ryder thing facing outside so someone could walk up and read it. And that was my protection.
But what I was saying was that was just the appetizer of the huge gun collection you must have inside. So that was just a warning. It was like a sign.
Okay.
That we have
Let's
all
hear
the
what people
guns.
think.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, guns. Are you worried about people breaking into your homes? And do you own guns for that reason?
Not BB guns, real guns.
Yeah. We used to have a handgun. And by we, I mean my husband before we were married. And it scared him too much to have it. He was worried that the wrong fingers were going to get onto it. Yeah.
That's probably likely.
Yes. Numbers
don't
prove
have
this. So I was thinking, though, that you should have a Home Alone Christmas situation going on in your window. Because what are their names? Marv and
Morris and Boris or something.
Marv and Harry. They're going to come break in. You got to get the paint can ready and the marbles. And we have a lot of Legos upstairs you can pour on the floor.
Oh, I could have some cardboard cutouts of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the windows.
Yes.
Didn't he do that?
Please. Yeah. They were dancing
or was that the jerk? Because he had the ferns and like cardboard cutouts to make him look popular.
Back to our 70s movie reference. Don Adams, that one's for you.
Yay.
Yeah. We can't steer clear. But yeah. I'm sorry. Well, see, you should be here, but then our poor animals would have no one to care for them.
Hey, is anyone mad? Like, I text Denny saying, sorry, I'm not going to make it to Christmas this year. And he never wrote back. And then apparently he just flipped me off when I called the other night.
No one's mad. We all miss you, of course. You bring the zip and the zazz to Christmas. It's not boring. I mean, it's just family fun here. But when you're here, it sure gives Denny something to rib and poke. And then the laughs.
It's not boring. You guys have a great... I know, but now Charlotte's the new pokey, so that's good.
We played left, right, and center last night. And he was the big enemy of the table. He was stealing money from Elliot. And Charlotte was mad every time she had to give him money. And then she was trying to help Grandma a lot. And it was the whole thing. You know, game night. But yeah, it was fun. It's fun dynamics. And the kids are older, so they can hold their own. And yeah, it's good.
Do they? So they genuinely get excited going there every year. What is it that they like about it?
I think it's tradition, man. We do the same things. We try to snowboard. It's building the snowman. It's seeing the horses. Getting
Grandma.
Lays around. Yeah. Cookie table out in the garage. The whole thing. Yeah.
I asked Toby, and I said, do you really? You could tell me. Because, kids are... Teenagers are like,
Yeah.
He was so excited. He really, really loves it. And he's the cool teen,
Right. No, I know. This is his heart is here. I swear to God. He wanted to buy a car that could go through the snow so that he could come out to Idaho and visit Grandma when he's in college. Like, that's
so sweet.
This is the spot. Yeah. Very fun.
Aww.
And the horses are cute. All the new horses running around. And so we have to figure out something today. I think we're going to go into town, shop one last time. You have to figure out gifts. I'm a little bit lost for what to get the kids. They're kind of clothes and money, and that's it. So I have to find a good Santa gift for Santa. Not going to dispel any myths here, but I did get the awkward family photo calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know? You've seen it, right? Or did I save it?
Yes.
It's a surprise. Okay, yeah, I showed you. So
you got to tell the listeners.
Yes, viewers and listeners, we are in this year's awkward family photo calendar. Our family is in it. From years past, there's a good picture of us falling ice skating. Elliot grabbed onto Charlotte's foot to stabilize himself for the picture. And right when he grabbed her foot, her little shoe sock situation came off in his hand and he fell right when we were taking the picture. So there's a picture of him just about to hit the ground. Yeah, it's cute. And it made the calendar. We submitted it and they liked it. And I had to sign my life away. And now it's in the little desk flippy calendar. So everybody go to the Awkward Family Photos website.
What date is it?
It's early. It's like January 2nd or something. We're right in the front. It's cool. Yeah. So I wrapped that up for everybody. So that is one gift I got for everybody. So you'll get one too.
Did you? Oh,
yeah. Or we'll have one for the house we can all look at. But
that's so cool.
So it's good though.
Good for you for being on top of your Christmas gifts too.
Kind of. I gotta get it. But thank you for telling me about that awkward family photo thing, because you were the one that found it on Instagram. And so now we both follow it, right? Don't you love those?
Yeah, they're the best. Everyone look. Oh, it's so good.
No.
I tried to submit one. There was like a picture of all of us in a gorgeous portrait. And then there was me, just like grumpy teenager and my dark eyeliner and my Converse. And
Was that the one where you were on your knees and your Converse are poking out the back? I love that one.
But I just look like sore. Then the rest of the family's like portrait perfect.
No, it's just, that's the age though. I think that's the beauty of that, is capturing that. I have that through all of my stupid, all our vacation pictures. Like Disneyland we just went to, and Toby's throwing his little like 4 sign, whatever that is for high school. He throws these 4 fingers. He looks like a gangster, and he tilts his chin up and he gives a serious face. And that's so dumb. But I'm like, whatever. We're going to capture it and you're going to laugh at yourself someday. And all through England, that was all we did. Like all the dumb pictures, trying to get him to smile. Like,
really?
God, just smile. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You haven't even talked about your London trip.
I know. Yeah. Our London trip. Well, God, it's like 6 months later. It's been so long recording. Keep meaning to put things out. What can I say about London? We were there during the hottest time of the year. Apparently we like to travel in extreme weather, because here we are -10 and there it was like 110. But yeah, it was crazy being so hot, and we had to sleep on the bottom level of this triplex that we rented because that's where the cool air sits. So we were all camped out on mattresses on the bottom floor, but it was super Notting Hill, if you've seen the movie recently, like all the little row homes. It was so cool. It was so pretty, and we got to do a lot of the touristy stuff. I don't know. You've been, right? You went to London?
Yeah, a few times. Usually passing through, not spending a whole lot of time there.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic was not under my nose.
Yes. No, it was great. It was a very fun trip. The kids were cool. I mean, despite it being hot, they're rock stars. They kind of just go with the flow. And it was fun. This is a good time to travel with kids because they're teenagers, they get it, and they can hang and walk so flipping fast. Oh my God, you've traveled with us, Jules, and seen how Dave just blazes a path forward. We just end up looking at his rear end the whole time and trying to keep up with him. You go anywhere, Disneyland.
Have I ever traveled with you? I don't know if, Disneyland?
Just, being anywhere out and about. Like, he just shoots ahead on the sidewalk, and, you're dead meat if you stop and take a picture and then look up and he's gone in the crowd and you can't find him. And he does it driving too. He will just take off and forgets people are following him. And the kids are good. The boys can totally keep up with him. But Charlotte and I, we'll see a cat on the sidewalk. We were in London. We had to stop and pet a cat and take pictures with it. And we totally, lost them. And it was nuts. And then we rented scooters. That was super fun, driving through London on scooters. And same thing. He shoots ahead in traffic. It was so unsafe. Oh, my God. I think one of the highlights was we went on the big Ferris wheel thing. And I thought it was going to be fast, but it's super slow, and you just do one revolution all the way around. But that was suggested to us to go to by the number one rerun podcast. I'm part of the Brit pod scene. Brit podcast scene. I forget what they're called. It's a Facebook group, and they have a lot of good British podcasts. But they let me in. They're like, "You're not British, but you like British podcasts?" I'm like, "I do." So they're very nice, and they gave me all sorts of suggestions. And so if anyone's traveling to London, I'm going to list what they suggested because they were super cool, and we didn't get to do a lot. We did some shopping they suggested, but I did ask them about Harry Potter stuff because we were going to do Harry Potter for Charlotte. And the reply was the best. They said, "There's Harry Bloody Potter things everywhere, so you won't miss that little sod." So I guess Londoners are kind of sick of Harry Potter. I don't know.
Oh,
is that true?
Probably. Yes, I would guess.
Yeah.
Imagine all the people that go there just for that specifically.
I know. It's true. Very tourist trap. But it was fun. We saw some cool stuff. Oxford, where they shot a lot of the scenes, and Hogwarts. That was cool. And it's just pretty. I just love traveling and posting everything, and then I feel bad for everybody having to sit through my movies online, but I want them for posterity's sake and just to keep them there on Instagram in our little, what are they called? The little dots, the memories, whatever. So that's
what do you do that? Is that something of just archiving for the kids, or what is the purpose of...
Totally, for me, it's memories. It's archiving and keeping memories, because I feel like they're fleeting, and if you don't capture them, it's just a moment in time, and people do forget, right? I mean, there's like vague memories, but if you see them, they're cemented in there. I don't know.
I wonder how it's going to be so different probably for kids that have phones and access to cameras.
Oh my God.
They probably don't have the luxury of forgetting anything.
Right. No, I know. It's all there forever. And yeah. I think it's hard to scrub stuff off the internet too, right? Like, we're talking about that for you and your social work. You're kind of worried about some of the stuff we've posted. Like, is it going to come up that, like, your latest, let's talk about you going viral.
Oh, remember? God. You did this to me.
No, it's the best though. These are the moments. We posted a video that I found on my phone. It was like one of those days where I was just looking for something fun to post and keep it light, and I found this video of you just being dorky and silly in the kitchen with the dog, with the banana. So I posted it.
I had a banana in my pants. And the dog was there, and he was very curious about it. That was it.
It was sticking out of her fly, little on the erect side. And you were talking to the dog, like, leave me alone. And you walked past the camera, and the timing was just great. And it's not a great video.
So then you posted it. No, nothing about it's great. It's weird. The
background is messy. Yeah.
It makes no sense. But then you posted it, and what happened? I blew up in India or something?
Yes. I have to look at the numbers. It's like 10,000.
Oh my God.
No, it's more than that. I'm going to find it. This is going to take a second. But talk about, what do you think it is about, why are you hot in India? What's going on there?
Do they have bananas there? Is it a culture of bananas?
That might be it. Yeah, it's a hot banana. Okay, you're at 17.3 thousand views and 804 likes.
Oh my God.
Okay, you've got like 40 something comments, I think. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We're not used to this kind of exposure, guys. Gosh, tell us what it's like to be internet famous. But now maybe your potential clients are going to see you walking around with a banana in your pants.
You know what? They might enjoy a little bit of banana action in their life. I don't know.
This is you. I mean, right?
I think so. I can't hide. I'm too old for this shit.
There's no way.
You can't hide who you are.
Yeah, I know. No, I think let it fly, right? Being authentic.
I tried to do, I'm always trying to clean up my path, and I don't know if that really does anything. I deleted all of my Facebook photos when I was like signing with Ryan Warren and his boutique company, and he was going to represent me as a director, and he was like, yeah, you got to clean up your Facebook. And so I took off all personal stuff.
Yeah.
Like family and all, and I tried to keep it more just me. But it looks like now I'm just a huge narcissist. There's just like a bunch of photos of me and like this weird professional, like on set, and it's so awful. Now I look at it and people would be like, oh, where's her family and friends? She's just a narcissist workaholic.
No. I think people know if you're in the business, you kind of have to do that. You are a brand and put it out.
But then you came along and started tagging me on all this stuff. So it's just like me on sets and then me in bad lighting with no makeup on Mouse and Weens stuff. Aww. And bananas in my pants. And
I'm not trying to make you look bad. You know that, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't care at all. I think my point is I'm too old to care, and I'm not going to try to clean up my past. It is what it is. Sometimes I have bananas in my pants and dogs follow. Sometimes I have shitty lighting.
And your hairy pants song? That's the best. It's so good. Yeah, that one.
Did that go somewhere?
That's on TikTok. I posted that. Well, I did reels too, but yeah, that one's getting some action also. They said it's the new
God.
Smelly Cat song.
Oh,
So
good.
kudos to you. Maybe I'll can I pop it in here? I'll put it in post right here. And then
This is an impromptu weird thing. And I love that our reference was from 1992. We got an older person who likes that one. Yay!
All right, we're going to cut to commercial with Dream Dinners right after this. But okay, here is Julianne doing Hairy Pants.
Ever sat on your bed doing homework, hairy pants? I got into the window and I saw the light and I saw a dog growing out of my pants. Hairy pants. Hairy pants. At a glance I had hairy pants. But that's okay. You know why? I hear guys these days like hairy pants. They want to feel your hairy pants. They want to sniff your hairy pants. Boys are getting strange these days. You can wear anything. It's okay. Hairy pants. Hairy pants. That's from you. You did this to me. You did this to me. You don't even care. You just sat on my pants. I have to wear them now. Laundry time is done. Hairy pants. How you feel? You dirty dog.
We are sponsored by Dream Dinners. DreamDinners.com or mouseandweens.com. Click the link and do enter Mouse and Weens 99 at checkout if you're in the local area of Poway or San Marcos down here in San Diego, and you will get $99 off your first full order and free delivery if you choose it. You guys, Dream Dinners is a meal preparation service that makes dinner time so easy. I love doing them with my family. My husband can cook them up really quick. It's just a wonderful thing with good, healthy food that recreates mealtime for us. It's given us lots of family time back. Dream Dinners uses high quality foods. They cut, they prep, they bag it up for you. All you have to do is thaw out your meal, look at the recipe card, and pop it in the oven or stovetop, and it's ready usually in 20-30 minutes. So do go to dreamdinners.com, look for your location, enter Mouse and Weens 99, and let them know we sent you. Enjoy this wonderful life hack at Dream Dinners. All right. Dream Dinners, everybody. We're serious. You got to try it out. $99 off. They're the best. And they need your love. Actually, they said they're not getting so many hits these days. So please, you guys, if you've been thinking about trying Dream Dinners, do try it. Mouse and Weens, 99.
They're not getting hits from our people?
No, they got a few in the beginning, and then it's kind of slowed down. So they want to get it back up there. But easiest
we've
meals.
slowed down.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of our fault, too.
But anyway, so what's your next?
No, I wanted to ask you. So speaking of online stuff, Jack Black totally blew up over 2020, right? When we were all shut down, doing his like videos and he's the best. And it just reminded me that we've never really talked about him on the podcast.
Oh.
And
I know. I don't want to, Joe. I don't want to.
Why, really?
Because who cares? It's not. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't feel like.
All right. But you just made mention that like he was part of the circle of friends in the old days, but he was one of those guys, and this happens to me.
Yes.
That you've met them a million times and they always forget you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Also, this guy probably meets a million people all the time.
Yeah.
That want something from him. But yeah, like we went to his house a few times. I went to his birthday party. Went to a show at the Trocadero. Saw like the Verve pipe. Hung out with his wife. Gone to art shows. So it was just like, and I would see him all the time. I would see him like walking around the lots, you know, like Warner Brothers. And then I worked on the Muppet movie with him. It's like, hey. And every time I'd have to say hi. And he'd go, hey. Go, you don't remember me, do you? Well, yeah, what was your... Like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I was at your house a bunch. Oh, yeah. And every time, the same thing.
Oh.
So, either I'm not memorable, which is possible.
No, you're so memorable. You're 6'1" and beautiful and like such a
dude never remembered me. Never.
Maybe he's faking it because he was so little. He didn't want to be seen by you. No, I do that too, though. I think I have that Brad Pitt facial memory. What is it called when you forget someone's face? I don't know. There's a word for it.
Yeah.
It's a disease. They've categorized it now, and he has it. And
Really?
I think I do too, because I see so many people that know me through the school and the garden, and I cannot place them for a little while. And I have to fake it for a while. It's like Dad being a PE teacher and everybody, Mr. Eggold, and he'd be like, hey, big guy.
But this is the thing with any person, I think, who is up on stage or in front of a class or doing something performative where these kids, they're just watching you. So suddenly you're being imprinted in their mind, but you're looking at 100 people.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how it happens. I just feel so awful, and that Jack Black felt awful not remembering how he knew you too, right? It must feel that way. It's got to. But
and I know that from what he said was like he's very kind and graceful when people come up, but it was pointed out that everyone feels like his best friend because the movies he does.
Right, yeah.
So they're like, bro, dude, like punch him in the stomach. One time someone came up and was like, blah, 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 like hit him in the arm. And he's like, yeah, I'm just walking with my family and I have no idea,
Oh my God.
But he handles it very well. He's very nice to everyone. So
yeah.
But it is weird because if you're like a dramatic, angry actor, maybe people would stay away from you.
Yeah.
But if
no one's going up to Liam Neeson these days, right? Punching him in the arm.
Or Michael Shannon or something.
Right.
He is, yeah.
He's serious. Wait, who just did a thing on him? Was he on
Bullet
Saturday
Train.
Night Live? I feel like he was just somewhere where he was put in a comedic role, and it was so weird to watch him. But,
Really?
Yeah, right? I don't know.
He's weird. I've worked on The Runaways with him and hung out a little bit with him, and he's super serious when he's on, like pacing around, running his lines, and then kind of a weirdo though, like kind of funny, happy weirdo.
Ooh.
Just like kind of out there and like, what? Okay. Oh, okay.
And like
So
Keanu, weren't you saying he's kind of like, we saw him in some interview and he really is kind of that way, just kind of goofy, artsy. Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Kind of aloof, but really kind-hearted, like a genuinely nice guy. He really, really is.
That's good to see all your people. Okay, now I did write a note down. You have to talk about Elon Musk because he is so in the news lately. What do you think of this whole Twitter thing? I know you're not much of a social media person, but.
Well, I'm not in the news very much either. I'm not up on it. I've just been so focused on my own little. I'm trying to juggle my one ball, just one ball. I have to focus on holding it all together, so I don't really.
They call
attention.
That orchid or something. There's like when you only have one ball. Okay, go ahead. Mono orchid. That's what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that do something different to your
I don't know.
testosterone?
Hey, all our one-balled listeners, will you please write in? How does it feel to only have one? Does it change things?
Do you know that the penis and the vagina, basically, it's the same thing? Like the skin, one just went out.
Yeah.
And one just went in. It's
when we were
same
little
thing.
tiny fetuses, it just the cells differentiated boy, girl. Girls have little tiny weenies. Boys have big ones. It's called a Horus.
A Horus?
Yes, rhymes with Horus. You got it.
What is it called? I can't hear you.
Can't say it. It rhymes with
Horus?
Taurus.
Taurus? No, really, I can't hear you. Taurus?
Taurus. You're making me yell it.
Are the kids out there, Joel? That's gross.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Christmas clitoris.
Yes.
That's fine. It's a technical term. Have you had the talk with your son who's now got a girlfriend?
All right. You're getting off the Elon Musk story. Back to your juggling one ball. You're not in the news. And
okay.
Yes.
Quick story. When I went away to Christmas, I did not have my normal cat sitter, so I went on rover.com and found a cat sitter.
How long ago was this?
3 years, maybe.
Okay.
She came over, and it turns out she had formerly worked at The Onion in Chicago. So The Onion newspaper. If nobody knows what that is, then look it up. It's a very funny, satirical paper.
Yes.
On a side note, it's gotten very cynical. So I went and I read a whole article in Salon.com about how The Onion has gotten more cynical, but it's keeping up with the times, which have just gotten more snarky and cynical.
So true. I'm so stuck in politics. I watch so much stuff on it and all the late night shows, and I'm right there. We listen to the Rachel Maddow podcast, Ultra, really good, about modern day Nazi takeovers in the 40s. And then we listen to Bagman on the trip here, and that was all about Spiro Agnew, and it just makes me go, grr. Anyway.
Spiro Agnew was George W.'s dude who went to prison.
No, he was the running mate, vice president of Nixon. And he had a whole side thing going on.
I'm thinking of Scooter Libby. Sorry. Spiro Agnew, Scooter Libby. Who named these people?
I know.
Fucking Ronald McDonald?
I know. Good one. She's on her comedy game, folks. No, speaking of comedy,
so back,
Elon Musk.
Joe. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get back to. So she comes over. I talked to her. She tells me she used to work at The Onion. I said, oh my God, what was that like? And how did you get to LA? She said, well, what happened, funny enough, is that Elon Musk called one day and picked 5 writers from The Onion and said, I'm going to fly you guys out to LA. I'll put you up in a apartment, pay for everything, and get you guys an office, and I just want you to be my comedy writing team, and we're going to create like products that will sell and this whole amazing like funny joke Elon Musk world. So she packs it up. It was like, yay, this is going to be huge. They go there. They start working on all these parody ideas, and she said he would come in like every week and they'd present, like they worked really hard. They put up a website. They would brainstorm all week. It was the big once a week when he'd come in, and they wanted to present everything, and they were like, okay, which product are we going to choose? What do you like? And he'd be like, yeah, okay. Anyway, did you guys hear the one about the hot dog? I mean, and she was like, what are we doing? This went on for 1.5 years where he didn't launch any products. He didn't do anything with it. He just wanted to like shoot the shit and joke around with funny people. And they were all like, what are we doing? What? And he wasn't funny apparently at all. It would be like, guys, hey.
Well,
so I think he was buying friends.
Yeah, that's like his Twitter takeover. He tried a few jokes and it's not landing. People are just like, stick to your day job. And, you know, of course, they're pissed for all sorts of other reasons. But how many months were they in that house doing that? Do you know?
It was 1.5 years until it just dissolved one day. Like he just goes, pulling the plug on this. See you guys. And they were like, what? Wait,
a year and a half?
Yeah.
Of kicking around ideas and nothing coming of it.
Kicking around ideas and taking it really seriously and like waiting for the big launch of something. They just said they were pissed. And then all of a sudden just pulling the plug and being like, yeah, okay, bye guys.
Can you imagine as an artist to need something to fill that space on your resume? Like, here's what I did in this 1.5 years. Not having anything?
Well, you also got to have a story about Elon Musk.
Yes, but that should be a movie, actually. That's wild. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they made
interesting
connections and could do something with themselves. Like
I'm
after
sure
the
they'll
fact.
Be fine.
Although your girl had to go to cat sit, so there's that.
Everyone in LA cat sits at one point in their life, I feel like.
I'd love
like dog walking, cat sitting.
Yeah, I think it's a good gig. I would do that.
I would love that too. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to quit all this shit and just stay at people's houses and cat sit.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I'm doing that now.
All right, do it. Yeah, you are. Thank you. And Scooby is currently lost outside amongst the coyotes.
Yeah, he's lost. I've lost your cat, though, in coyote country. I'm sorry about that.
And the bandits. He'll show up. He's pretty savvy.
I'm not the best cat sitter, but...
Well, it just worries me because our first cat got eaten by coyotes. And it was like within 30 minutes of her sneaking out of the house, she was gone. This cat is different. So hopefully he knows the difference. I don't know. We'll see.
Did you guys hang out outside a lot too to scare them away? Because you seem like more of an indoor hanger-outer family.
But maybe when the kids were littler, we were outside more. I don't know.
Yeah,
Since they have phones, God, that's all they do.
Yeah. Are they on the phones the whole time there?
Yeah, if we don't take them away. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But game
How's
night
Cowboy
was fun.
Denny?
He's good.
Can I just tell you that when Toby first got there, he texted me because I was going to have him mark down how many times Denny said, "Going to the barn." So he wrote, he goes, "Within 30 minutes of us being here, he mentioned the barn once." So I said,
What you doing down there? You're in your bra. What's happening? She's looking
Something bit me.
A nipple bite. Oh, no. Remember when girls had flat chests and they called them bug bites? You have a real one. Oh no. Oh, this reminds me. Jules, we were going to talk. What are you? Oh, boy. She's really in there. Are you?
Look at this. I wonder if something went down my shirt.
Really?
Like some kind of weevil. Go ahead, sorry.
Booby weevil? Poor thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I was going to ask about boobs. We promised boobs last time. We both had mammograms recently. Yes.
We promised boobs to who?
Our listeners.
Sick listeners.
2 episodes ago, we said, next episode, we're talking about boobs. And then I had to throw in a couple of interviews because you were so busy.
Sorry.
You're having problems over there.
Boobs.
No, mammograms is what I wanted to talk about. Not the exciting part of boobs, the clinical
I'll
part.
have the moons over my hammy, mammy.
Mammagrammies. Yes. Big old squishers. Now, you hadn't had one before, right? This was your first one?
First one.
How did you like it?
Loved it.
All right, explain the process for you, because, I don't know what
you go into a curtain. It looks like you're at a Marshall's clothing store. They make you take off your shirt. Then your big old flapjack pancakes are hanging down. You have to walk with like a sheet over you into some lady and just have casual conversation.
Yes.
As your boobs are they're hanging down to your toes at this point. They're touching your shoelaces. You're walking in. Then all of a sudden I don't know, I kept having to angle my elbows in a certain way. And then you have to flop one of your boobs on a metal, like a cold, hard metal crate. And then they clamp it like in a vice grip. Yeah. All whilst asking you how your day is. It's terrible, is what I answered.
That is exactly right.
And then you secretly, like, your nipples get hard because someone's touching around. Then you're embarrassed. Like, I really don't like you. I don't. But then you feel like now you have to explain your sexuality to someone. Like, I don't. It's not you. But then you're like, this is too weird. I just don't want to mention anything except, I was at school earlier.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. And I got mine done pseudo recently. And I don't know if your machine does it too, where it turns and it angles. So you have to kind of like unflop and then reflop, like they have to take a new picture. And
I'm on state insurance right now.
Okay. So you only got one view.
My machine doesn't flop. There was like one chihuahua running on a treadmill that's turning a string that pulled the clamp shut. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
That was a strong chihuahua. You got some big ones. They had to really clamp it. No, but I don't know what happened to me, but I turned into like a comedian on stage trying to make the nurse laugh. I was just making jokes. And she was guffawing. And I walked out of there going, that was the most awkward thing. But now I know if I ever need to do on stage comedy, just be topless, because apparently it makes me really funny and awkward.
You do get interesting when you're nervous, I've realized.
Yeah. Is that it? All right.
Because I'm watching this documentary footage and it's talking about death and you're just making jokes left and right. And your husband's like, what's wrong with you? You're like, I don't know. I'm nervous. So
well, remember the ladies with the bone sniffing dog. They said it was something. There's a word for it. It's like death comedy. I can't remember, but there's a word that it's like a
gallows humor.
Yes, that's it. You learned about this, yeah. So,
well, it's just a thing. It's like EMTs have gallows humor. You walk in and see the worst stuff in the world, and you have to joke about it.
You have to make it light. Yeah. Ooh. Do you feel like that? Do you go to the social work stuff, your elderly care, and make jokes?
I don't want to talk about any of that.
Okay. Gosh.
Just kidding. No, when I hear social work, it sounds so depressing. I just want to say that the whole field, when I hear the word social work, it's like, ugh. And I wish there was a different term for what it is, because I'd like to revamp the whole thing into, like, if it's called something else, like gingerly service along with art.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's an interesting degree.
Yeah.
So wait, gingerly, just you're helping people in need. It doesn't.
I'm just kidding. I don't know why I hate that word. By the way, it's up there with moist. Think about the worst words that you moist.
Moist, gingerly
swollen.
panties. Ooh,
Joelle.
Yeah, well,
don't go there. Just stop.
Curtain wrench the drapes.
Joelle.
What? Go ahead.
Okay. Now I am worried about your cat. Are we done here? How many minutes do we have left?
Wow, that was professional segue to the conclusion. I like it. Sure, we'll be done. Jules is on a mission. She's got to finish this documentary before school starts. January what? Mid-January? It's a lot of editing.
Yeah, but I also have to do other stuff.
I getcha. All right. Well,
so can I also... Is it weird if I just stay in this back room and don't talk to anybody? I have to focus, Joe.
No,
I can't.
It's fine.
You're better with distraction than I am. I cannot derail like you can.
You haven't had children. I think having kids makes you a multitasker for survival. And you not having kids don't need that skill yet. So you're perfect. You're do your thing.
Is that what it is?
Something. I don't know. No, it's good. You're fine.
Are you do you really think that, or
I don't know, it's a
like
theory.
No, can I really? I think you think that I might be a hermit person.
Well, I think you're a focused person. I think you have big projects that have a lot riding on them that you have to get done, and you don't want to dick around in the kitchen with kids and shit and me talking small talk. I get it. Nobody wants that. It's like being a guest in a house. This is the feeling of like, I have to go out and get coffee and talk to everybody. You don't want to have to do that. You just want to go in your room. Get it. Totally fine. You're my sister. You're part of the family. Do what you want. Girl, you do you. You're fine. Okay. Go ahead. Be Scrooge up on your mountain. I don't care. Wait, no, that's the Grinch. Wrong Christmas guy. No,
so am I the only one that's worried about that?
Yes, you are. Nobody cares. Okay, so you're fine.
Nobody cares, really?
Yeah,
good.
We're good.
You hate having this conversation, huh?
No, I just worry for you that you're always worried about it. And I keep trying to persuade you it's fine. Just fine.
But you secretly, I think...
There's no secrets.
All right, but like the other night when I left, you were upset at your Halloween or your holiday party.
What?
The Northern Lights. What was it? Rancho Bernardo Winery.
Okay. Wait, what happened?
Before we looked at the Christmas lights?
Yeah. What'd I say?
Oh, you seem like bummed out.
I don't even remember. There's many things that bum me out. Could be anything.
Oh, okay.
What about it?
Oh, you just seem bummed out. You're like, where were you when I went
and
left?
No, you walked all the way home. I felt bad. You walked in the freezing cold to go home and get a different jacket instead of just coming up to us and asking for the car keys to run home and get a different jacket. That was it. I was just concerned about you. And then we were teasing you about disappearing, doing the Irish goodbye, like and coming back at the end. But I get it. It was a big, loud scene with lots of drinking and craziness and kids everywhere. And you probably envisioned going and listening to carolers and walking around with the five of us and it being more of a non-chaotic thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also, I might just not be a big, loud crowd person anymore. I might have to not do that anymore.
Really? That did it for you?
Probably.
Aww.
Well, just in general. I think, you're okay with it, though. That's good.
Hey, yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. I kind of like the energy of the scene. I like getting in the middle of it. It
Good.
makes things exciting. What about driving around looking at lights, being in crazy traffic? Was that fun for you? No? See, I was trying to find the perfect free Christmas family thing for you. I messed up.
I think
Did
it would be...
wrong.
No.
What would it be?
I think quiet and hiking and, like, mellow.
All right.
Just right now. Maybe it's just right now. Maybe it's a timing of, like, if it's too crazy and too trafficky and too crowdy and it just feels like LA.
All right.
All this
Note
is boring.
to self.
Let's take all this out.
No, it's fine. We can, we'll put Christmas lights up on the Blue Sky Trail next year, and we'll do that. That'll be our Christmas outing. Yay.
Wait, now I feel bad for saying all this. I hate myself. I
Stop
hate everything.
it. Don't hate yourself. You're just in a different mode of life right now.
I'm just tired. I'm tired. And I
get it.
Let's just, this is all a bum out. Just take all this out. It's really.
You're fine.
I'm just curious. I'm not used to staying in other people's houses. I'm just like, okay, I'm making this all about me. Let's shut up. I'm just going to stop talking. I just want to go back and edit. Bye.
All right. Jeez. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to Mouse and Weens. We are on all the platforms, Mouse and Weens, spell it all out, and mouseandweens.com. You can find everything. And then visit us on patreon.com/Mouse and Weens. If you want to pay $5 a month and do extra fun behind the scenes stuff and unedited videos and such, plus gear. Yippee. All right. Thanks to all our listeners and viewers, and we will see you next time. Bye. Bye.
I love all my friends. I thank you, my friends. I know that you'll be there in the end. I know that you'll always be true, and I'll always be there for you. I love all my friends. I thank you, my friends. I'll be there for you in the end. Please know that you are loved. Right now I'm sending a hug.
Hello, thank you for choosing to listen to Number One Rerun. We are Zoe and Carla, and each episode we get pop culture nostalgic after asking the listeners one simple question. Give us a date.
That's right, and this time we are heading back to Christmas 1985. Ho ho ho, let's go.
This was a podcast of the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.